Here we are, round 2. So last week we held a definitive ranking for different Washington State apple varieties, and we came to a different conclusion as to what the best of our array of 5 was.
If you haven't seen that one, you should go watch it.
Make sure you like and subscribe. It's not canon without the episode 1. So we bring you now to episode 2, which we had said I think last week was going to be hot dogs. It's not hot dogs. And then
fuck, I forgot about that.
we could do hot dogs another time. It's okay. It's a perfect day for it too, man. What a missed opportunity. But you know what else it's a perfect day for? It's freaking potato chips. So we got 6 plus varieties of Tim Cascades potato chips. Keeping in line with our Washington State theme. Are they from Washington State? They might be Oregon. I don't know.
But I think it's Washington.
Yeah. So, a local brand of beloved kettle chips.
The best kettle chips.
The best kettle chips. Yeah. And I was not aware that the Hawaiian brand was also Tim's. But I thought it was closely associated with the state of Hawaii.
Did you think they were really Hawaii?
Yes. And until I saw here fine print at the bottom, not a product of Hawaii. So shows how much I know. So on deck today we have Tim's Original, Tim's Sea Salt and Vinegar, Tim's Jalapeno, Tim's Sour Cream and Onion, and then the Hawaiian brand, Maui Sweet Onion and Luau Barbecue. Mm-hmm. We also have several...
Oh, it's a surprise!
Okay, yeah, it's a surprise. We have a surprise coming later on. Okay, and what are we drinking? I've got a MONTUCKY cold snack.
I have Incline Cider Company's Lemonade and Tea cider, which lemonade and tea both aren't cider. I don't actually know what's in this.
There's gotta be some cider in there.
We'll find out.
Do you want to sync up our ready? 3, 2, 1.
No.
That was pretty close. Tastes like beer pong.
It tastes pretty good. You want to try?
Sure. You want to try this one?
I know what a cold snack tastes like. Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not a big tea and lemonade guy. That neither tastes like tea or lemonade
it
to
really
me.
Doesn't. It is not.
It tastes like a solid cider.
Very springy though.
All right, so we just dive right into it.
Where are we starting, left or right?
I feel like we should start on the right. I kind of set these up to where
most traditional,
most left field. I don't want to say exotic. They are from Hawaii.
Okay.
So starting off with the Tim's Original. Oh, I should get the bag so we can... Bro, I got so many potato chips here. One second. We didn't do the sensible thing and go to a mini mart to get single serving packets. So this is the Tim's Original with sea salt.
See, I know what these taste like though. Yeah. I know what most of these taste like.
Oh yeah, unlike the apple episode, I have had everything on this table at least once. Sometimes far more than once.
I don't remember the last time I had sour cream and onion ones though.
Yeah, but I definitely have.
It's a great kettle chip.
I got a lot of chips to eat, so I'm gonna say in the initial, probably just gonna do 2, then move on. Less salty than I remember, but maybe I'm just used to the next one, which is profoundly salty.
It's potato forward.
Mm-hmm.
Also, in comparison, especially these guys, a lot paler.
Very pale. I don't know.
Oh, but I love ones that look like this, where they're crinkly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't need that one right now.
And that's why where I think Tim's really excels above other kettle chip brands is that you can tell that they've used very fresh, rustic ingredients, and it's a lot of inconsistencies, which I think it's a great thing because
I don't know anything about Tim's as a brand.
no, I don't either. Maybe they're.
I just know they're from here.
Maybe they're using like mass-produced, crappy
They might be. I don't
pesticide.
know. It's probably from
Missouri.
Idaho, right?
Yeah. That's what I would assume.
Gilly, come here.
You say that now she's going to be lurking for the rest of the
fine. Gilly, come
rest of the tasting.
Can you come up? Can you come all the way around? Come here.
Nope, she's going to eat it right here. You're teasing her.
No, I'm trying to get her to come in the frame. Okay, fine.
Ooh.
What do you think?
I'm a little bit more worried about her cutting her gums on the chips than
She'll be fine.
the apples, but
She'll
she'll be
shit.
fine now. And I deliberately went low with the beverage choice today because I feel like that's a thing in the UK, right? Lager and crisps.
Yeah, this is something you drink at like a barbecue, which is why I got these, because these are also things to eat at a barbecue. It's
Great.
good. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't have much to say about this one. I predict I'll have very little negative things to say about most things on the table.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm ready to move on. I'm gonna give it some like.
Ooh, fuck yeah!
Yeah, I saw that one.
This is
You can
fun.
have that one. I'll get the one with a smaller bubble, but
But like a full bubble.
There is a bubble.
That's great. Gilly, look at the full bubble.
She
Yeah,
wants
you
it
see it.
so bad. Okay, ready?
Mm.
It's everything that was good about the first one,
Mm-hmm.
and a little bit more.
I need one that's like an actual chip.
Sea salt,
Consistency.
vinegar. Oh, I don't know if we said. We've moved on to the sea salt and vinegar chip. Let me pull up a little. The only sensible size of bag that we purchased today. You see, I got a little life preserver on there.
Oh, that's cute.
For the sea.
What was on the Was there anything on the original one? No,
Nope.
nothing.
Extra thick and crunchy. I did not find these to be extra thick. Well, I suppose.
They're super crunchy though.
Yeah.
I mean that's like a standard for kettle chips, but
So the sea salt and vinegar is, unsurprisingly, salty and vinegary.
it's not
Is
like
her nose in the bag? Get out of here. Get out of here.
it's not like overwhelmingly vinegar though.
No, however, I can never eat too many of just the sea salt and vinegar chips because it has that thing where I feel like the more potato
like,
chips you
hurts.
eat, it hurts your gums sort of, and then it's also super acidic because of the vinegar. So I almost feel like when you're eating potato chips, you're like slicing up your mouth a tiny bit, and then the vinegar
Especially
is
these.
kind of just like lemon juice on the wound. Like,
Well, I feel like that's why I like the sea salt and vinegar ones, because I don't end up eating an entire massive bag of them.
yeah, that's true.
Also, Gilly laid down again. She's so less interested in potato chips than she was apples.
What did word to me?
Like she loves.
Well, she was really excited at first because of the noise of the bags opening up. It sounds like dog treats.
But like she's usually when she gets a piece of food, she wants a bunch more. And this one, she went laid down.
Is it just me, or is the sea salt and vinegar gummier on your teeth? Maybe it's just because I've had a couple chips at this point.
I don't think so.
All right.
They feel like the exact same chip, just with vinegar on them.
Yeah.
Maybe a little
That's
more
right.
salt. It's like the original, but better.
I'm just gonna write very good.
It was like my go-to. Like
Yeah.
that's what I always get.
That's the thing. It's like the sea salt and vinegar is almost like the gold standard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All of these are going to be fine with what we're drinking. There's no.
Yes. No. So it's hard to mess up.
I'll have to get one of these for hot dogs too. Then it's very.
Yeah, it is very grill. Okay. Shall we move on to the next one?
I really don't like the jalapeno ones.
Jalapenos are my favorite.
I know. I haven't had them in a long time. The smell kind of puts me off of them. And like from what I remember from like childhood me is like they're just kind of spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of other flavor for me before I eat it.
They're, from what I can remember, a little briny, extra salty, but that's kind of the case for all of them, obviously. And the spice is pleasant and not not so intense that you would not be compelled to eat more.
That's fair.
I'm gonna dive right in. I love these fucking things.
Yeah, I can tell because you poured out way more of them.
Yeah.
That's a small one. Don't eat it yet.
They don't smell fantastic.
You grabbed 2.
Yeah, because I know I'm gonna eat a whole bunch of these.
They don't smell good.
It smells.
It smells
kinda
like canned
funky, yeah.
jalapenos.
A
Like
little.
when you open up like an old can.
Mm.
Kind of tastes like an old
It
can
tastes a
of
little bit like an old
jalapenos.
can of jalapenos, yeah, but in the best possible way.
If you dip this in a little bit of cream cheese,
Oh,
like
hell
or
yeah.
like a cream cheese based dip with some
Mhm.
bacon in it, like a little jalapeno popper, chips and dip.
Now you got me thinking. We do have a whole shitload of jalapeno chips left over. But yeah, oh. Man, I keep forgetting. Where you at?
That was better than I expected.
Yeah, do you see what I mean? It's like a little briny, almost like the vinegar from the sea salt and vinegar. Hot. Got a little fiery jalapeno. They're not that spicy.
They're not. They
No.
were spicy for child me, but
And you don't get jalapeno flavor from that? It is like a
it's
kind
not
of...
like a fresh jalapeno.
It's a
flavor.
synthetic jalapeno flavor, but I'm
Canned
very
jalapeno.
okay with that. Yeah.
Which does give the brininess to it.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think
Ooh.
you could make Frito pie, but with like jalapeno Tims? And,
By
like,
Frito pie, do you mean like chili on top of Fritos with melted cheese?
yeah, but
Like
do
that.
like a spin on that with like a jalapeno popper.
Yeah, it'd be like, what's the thing in CenturyLink? The Northwest Nachos?
I don't think it'd be anything like that, but
Okay. So the
because you have to do cream
jalapeno.
cheese.
Yeah. The flavor just stays with you for so long with these ones. And I will say,
I
the
don't
biggest thing working against the jalapenos is that it's the least pleasant potato chip residue on your fingers. And like
The smell is not good.
That smell will stay on your fingers for freaking days. Who doesn't love that, right?
Haley, do you want a jalapeno one? No.
No.
You don't want any, baby?
It might hurt her.
She's really not into these chips.
Maybe Gilly's just kind of a spice phobe. Maybe it cut her mouth.
It might hurt her mouth.
It's hurting mine. I'm kind of worried, honestly.
Also, like, that second one I ate didn't even taste like jalapeno.
No. And
It's a really ambiguous flavor.
I think that's kind of going to be the case across any of the ones that are more flavorful, is especially since we're like bouncing between, it's important to have a little palate cleanser.
Yeah, I'm really gonna have to drink some water too.
Oh, yeah. I feel like the first one has got such a big first impression, and then any chip thereafter is kind of just like, eh.
I feel like the flavor distribution's off.
For the jalapeno one in particular, or?
Yeah. Like, all the vinegar ones I had taste like vinegar. The jalapeno ones, they all have that spicy aftertaste, but they don't taste like the same as the first one.
I'm wondering.
You okay?
Yes, this is the first one though. There's like noticeable seasoning added to it.
Mm-hmm.
And
I mean,
just,
that's
like,
normal for chips to get different amounts.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how the distribution of seasoning affects the flavor of each bite, because some chips like have a ton of seasoning, some chips don't have very much at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
One more.
You have to cleanse your palate between the next one, though.
I know. Cool snack. I haven't done any notes.
All of it also gets stuck in your teeth. That is like a downfall of these kinds of chips.
Now that you mentioned it, every jalapeno chip that I've had after the first has been less flavorful than the one before.
Yeah. Like, I think that's specific to this one, too. All of these were vinegary. The other ones were just potato chips.
Incrementally less flavorful. But it's still pleasant, and it's still like a kind of warming spiciness to it. I feel like we spent an enormous amount of time on the jalapenos, and we should just move on.
I just feel like the first two are just so ubiquitous. They get weirder as they go on.
Mm-hmm. Well, this next one's not that wild. I
These
feel
are
like
your favorite, right?
these ones
before.
are... Well, I don't know yet. Before going into the video,
This was your go-to.
this is my go-to under the Tim's brand I was not aware that the Hawaiian Maui sweet onions.
Oh, okay.
Those are probably my favorite on the table.
I like the luau barbecue.
Looks like we might be in a disagreement again. That's totally okay. All right. Shall we move on?
Yeah, this is a lot less nuanced than apples.
Yes. So, up next. Where the fuck is it? We've got the sour cream and onion.
I like the little spring onion illustration.
Yeah, it's cute.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah. So I feel like this is Tim's attempt at emulating kind of a more mainstream potato chip style. Does that make sense? Like
Are
rough.
salt and vinegar not mainstream potato?
They are, but I don't know. I feel like sour cream and onion is so uniquely like name brand, and so
Yeah, I never reach for sour cream and onion chips. They're not bad.
I just feel like it's kind of a staple of like kids' birthdays and
The cheddar sour cream raffles,
like school
though.
functions.
I'm gonna get those over the.
Oh yeah, anytime.
Yeah. This is a
Okay.
raffles, though.
I can't remember the last time I had these ones. This is certainly the one I'm least familiar with on the table, and I'm kind of anticipating it's
They
going to
smell like
be
a
not my
potato
favorite. It smells just like these two.
Mm-hmm. It tastes kind of like them.
There's tastes like
It
sour
tastes
cream and
kind of
onion.
like a baked potato, though.
A little bit, because it's got just like a whisper of onion. This is like the get it in a like bar snack kind of chip.
Is sour cream and onion anyone's favorite flavor of anything?
Maybe in like second grade. I just feel like it's definitely gonna make your breath stink a little bit.
But these are not as pungent as other sour cream.
No, not by a long shot. Ooh. Sipping on a Montucky after.
It's a good
a
combo
little
for mine,
mouthful.
too.
Yeah, I mean, then that's the thing. It's
I
like
get
it
it.
feels very pub-like.
Kids would love these ones.
Mm-hmm. Give this to a kid and then give the kid some beer. Yum.
We don't encourage underage drinking
No, we
in
don't.
this house.
I'm obviously kidding. You can give it. He wants one.
Honestly, same kind of problem, though. They kind of stop tasting like anything other than a regular potato chip. Do I just need like a really flavorful one?
They almost taste like. I guess saying they taste like cheese isn't very surprising because it's sour cream, but
They're weirdly not salty.
no. Cheesy. I'm gonna write cheesy with a Z because it's kind of got that artificial cheesy flavor to it. Stinky. They don't. Okay. They don't.
They're not-
They don't smell like a whole lot, but I can feel my breath being not that great right now.
Dude, the jalapenos are way worse about that, though.
I kind of like it. I would not mind smelling jalapeno breath as opposed to some sour cream and onion. Stank. There's a lot of fucking potato chips. But they go so well with like a cold crap beer.
You know what else they go really well with? Hot dogs.
Sure got some hot dogs.
These are really an chip for me.
Yeah, they're kind of a.
I'm fine that I don't buy sour cream and onion things. I would rather have like a sour cream and onion dip with any of the other chips so far.
Yeah, good. Okay, shall we move on?
Yeah, we will.
Getting into the big boys now. So we've got
change up of.
yeah.
This is the one big thing we did buy.
A little hop across the Pacific, if you will. Going to Hawaiian brand kettle style sweet Maui onions.
Okay, but
I've never noticed the artwork on the front there. That's a little peculiar, especially
Yeah.
now that I know that it's not
there's
Hawaiian.
some like
It's questionable, I
some
mean,
problems probably, some upgrades that could be made. I don't know.
maybe Tim's not
Algona?
necessarily forward thinking.
Algona, Washington. Do you know where that is?
Algono. I would look it up on
Algona.
my phone, but I've heard it.
I guess I can look it up.
Algona, Washington. So yeah, what can I say about Maui sweet onion chips? They're
Cult following.
cult following. you know.
I want directions.
Are you getting directions to
I didn't want directions.
I want to see where the chips are made.
I would go to the Tim's factory. Are you kidding me?
Oh, hell yeah. Probably smells terrible. Like all the seasonings.
Oh, wow.
and
That's
potatoes.
actually not that far away.
Maui sweet onion.
It's only 26 minutes away.
Field trip.
We could go to the Tim's factory. I probably
Damn, that's
passed
like-
it. It's
like
by
by
Auburn.
Auburn.
It
Jesus,
like
we're like, this is like as local as you can get. Well, not actually.
I thought it was in Eastern Washington for some reason.
I just assumed it was in like Central Oregon or somewhere like just broader PNW.
You know that Oberto is also made here, right?
I didn't know that, but no.
Oh boy, Oberto.
We should have a beef jerky episode.
Mm.
drop a
Mhm.
frickin' G. Okay,
Okay, sweet Maui.
Maui sweet onion.
Also not a go-to for me because like bad breath central.
Yes.
On this boy.
But so.
Mind you,
tasty.
this is to me gonna be an upgrade though from the sour cream and onion.
Yeah, this is like adult sour cream and onion.
Yeah.
It doesn't smell any different than
Mm.
the two salty boys.
So good though.
Man, that kind of like caramelized onion,
Mm-hmm.
like rich. It's not sweet exactly. It's just very ripe,
But
Which-
it is kind of sweet.
which will translate to some like pretty horrendous breath. But
Mm-hmm. Mm. Like a grilled onion.
yeah,
Or like French's onion.
another barbecue chip. Not literally like barbecue flavor, but it's
Yeah,
a
it's nice.
chip to bring to a barbecue.
These would be so good to put like on a burger.
So I'm gonna say ripe grilled onion. They're a little denser than the other ones.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're maybe
There's
also
a
a little bit
different-
more expensive.
There's a different texture between, from what I've noticed, of the Hawaiian brand and the regular Tim's.
I wonder if it's a different potato. Or just a different method of slicing and frying.
We could go to the factory and find out.
They probably don't allow dogs.
I wouldn't take Billy.
Why? Because she's not a fan?
Yeah, she doesn't like them. She's not
That's
enjoying them
amazing
like
to me.
apples. You could do a banana taste test just for Gilly.
How many different kinds of bananas can you buy? Plantains and...
This has so much more flavor than any of the other ones.
Yeah, the flavor is standing up after multiple chips. How does it pair? It's a hot summer night. Out. Going burgers. Oh man, it's just... This is way closer than I thought it was going to be. I knew it was going to be close, but...
I'm actually feeling pretty good about things.
Mhm.
All of these have been good so far. There's nothing wrong with any of them. Which is what I expected. Turkey money kind of disappointing, but...
that didn't surprise me, though. Okay, are we ready for the last round? We got Hawaiian brand Luau barbecue. So we've got a heavy-chested luau dancer, some folks grilling up.
I love how you go for the boobs first. So
I'm just going left to right, you know.
A talented luau.
A talented luau dancer. Some people roasting a pig, and then this guy is playing a conch shell.
I assume he's blowing a conch, so I don't think you play it like an instrument.
It just makes a
Yeah.
noise. So you see Tim is going for some cultural authenticity.
Very interesting.
Have you ever been to a luau? Or a luau style?
I've never been
Event.
to Hawaii.
Oh, but I'm saying like people can throw like
I don't think
barbecues
that's
with a
real
luau.
Just
Probably
because you
not.
roast a whole pig, Thomas.
So what is flavor-wise, is there any difference between a luau-style barbecue and, say, like...
Sweeter. These are some of my favorite chips.
Yeah.
And they're, like, way sweeter than a normal barbecue.
This still just smells like potato chips, kind of, but... yeah. Crispy and crunchy, sweet and spicy. What would be cool is if you did it side-by-side. Unfortunately, there's not really any, like, Tim's barbecue.
I think there is.
Yeah?
I think
we
there's
don't
a
have
regular
any.
barbecue.
We don't have any today.
They weren't at the store.
But to do a side by side of the luau barbecue with the Tim's,
One
the
thing.
darkest chip since the jalapeno. Jalapenos are second darkest.
I don't know
is the
why
darkest
jalapenos
one.
are so dark. It's not that, like, because on these it's like flavoring, which is nice to see how much flavoring is on a chip.
Mm.
You know what you're getting. There's a nice little spice at the end. A little bit.
That's probably the most complex flavor
Mm-hmm.
of any of the ones so far. I'm just grabbing 3, 4 at a time.
They're good.
They are good. Sweet.
Yeah.
I know it said sweet and spicy on the box, but like.
And I would say it fulfills both of those goals.
Mm-hmm.
There's a little spice. Not a lot, mind you. Like, kids could still eat this one for sure.
Mm-hmm.
And not have a problem.
It falls. I think it falls a little into the trap of subsequent chips don't have that flavor
But
of the first.
But I feel like it's just based on how much flavor you actually see on the chip and how much flavor you're getting.
Yeah. That does have a nice, pleasant, kind of slow burn to it.
These also feel like a different kind of crunchy.
They do. This is night and day from the sweet onion. The sweet onions were dense.
Yeah.
They were like really like nice crackle to them. These ones are almost like softer, I want to say.
Like airier.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say softer. They still have a really nice crunch to them.
Mm-hmm.
These are literally probably all the exact same base chip with different flavors on them.
Man, you know. So really what this comes down to is a
How do you perceive things?
ranking of the seasonings from Tim's Cascade chips.
I think this has a nice flavor, like, payoff.
Mm-hmm. I'd say complex flavor.
Guilty pleasures, those and cream cheese.
Mm-hmm. Lighter texture. Slow burn.
It's like a building.
Yeah.
warmth. Yeah.
That's nice. I'm gonna check and make sure we're still recording.
That's probably a good idea. We
Yep.
did this whole thing already.
I'm not gonna eat all these chips again.
You act like you couldn't eat a whole bowl of chips.
We're at 28 minutes.
Shit.
We gotta hustle.
Okay.
Do you want to bust out the surprise or do you want that video?
Yeah, we can bust out the dark horse.
Okay.
The surprise that's not a surprise anymore. You ruined it.
Yeah, sorry.
Mind
So-
you, these are like
Months
8
old.
months old.
Not that. Very old. So we have the surprise is the Special Bash Sasquatch Surprise. Is it mystery flavor or it tastes like all dressed?
I like that
Lay's.
you are disclosing that we've already tried it. Look at
Well,
this.
yeah, if it's any indication, we opened the box bag
Yeah.
months ago and didn't even finish half of it.
They smell really good.
Yeah, they're that luau is catching up with me. They're the heaviest seasoned
Mind you, did
by
you look
far.
at the date on these and these expired
Yesterday.
yesterday? Cool. We're still gonna eat them.
Yeah, we're in that window.
One second, I'm reading this.
They do be kind of stinky.
They were stinky to begin with. I think that's one thing I like about Tim's is I feel like they are willing to be smelly chips.
Do you want to be fair and exclude this one from the ranking?
This one is not ranked. It's
Yeah,
too
this
old.
is just dessert. Okay.
Boop. These are really stale.
The flavor is so wacky.
It's like not all dressed.
It's got kind of ketchupy. It's really sweet. And like a tiny bit spicy. It's
it
like
must be their version of all dressed because it's a little vinegary, but like a malt.
I don't love these. I don't...
They're all so expired.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna stop eating.
Yeah. I was gonna throw it on the ground, but our dog is sitting over here. I don't want her to.
She doesn't like them. Okay, that's into her food bowl. Wow, great.
Okay.
When they were fresh, they were good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Months old at this point.
Okay, that was a really disappointing end. I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna revisit a couple of these. So, ranking these worst to best, 6th place to 1st place. I know what's in the bottom 2 slots for me right off the bat.
Together, pretty good.
Yeah.
I assume we have the same one.
Yeah. But I don't know if we're going to agree on anything else. None of these are bad. Like, I in the apple video, we really, really dislike the Pink Lady apple.
Mm-hmm.
None of these are... Like, the sour cream and onion's okay.
I did not like that sugar bee apple or honey bee apple either.
Yeah.
I know you did, but
It's
you
all right.
were wrong. Okay.
It's all pretty good together. Yeah.
It's like a nice combo. Makes sense.
Um...
And we're gonna score them, like give them a grade, right?
Yes. Man, when it comes down to the wire, though, they're all...
None of them are bad.
My 1st through 4th place, they're all really good.
Nothing's getting like... Nothing's not passing.
Okay. In 6th place, the worst chip on the table. You want to do 3, 2, 1, go?
Mm-hmm.
Are we pointing or are we doing hand over?
You're pointing.
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah.
So the sour cream and onion was probably not the most basic. It just...
It's like a C minus.
Yeah, yeah.
I just like...
I'll give it a C. What's interesting, though, and I had this thought, tasting a sour cream onion and then like having a sip of beer was the best combo by far.
You know what the problem for me was? It wasn't salty.
Not really.
If I want chips, I want to be salty.
Just the sour cream is, it's not
It's just not
really
what I want.
that pleasant. But
There's
yeah.
so many chips.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
man, those two. A for pairability, C in every other regard.
Okay.
Okay, so 5th place. Okay. 3. Do you need a minute?
No, I think I'm good.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Yep.
Yeah,
We agree. So this is the original coming in 5th spot for...
There's absolutely nothing wrong with it.
No, I'm going to give it maybe a B.
You're going to B minus. Could be more salty.
Mm-hmm. It's just a good potato chip. And I mean, like, if this gets a B, then, like, say, like, classic Lay's is, like, a C minus.
Kettle chips are always better.
Yeah.
Even though they hurt your mouth a lot.
Oh, this kind of stuff, though, where it, like, folds back in on
fucks
itself.
up your mouth.
Oh, I love it.
Ooh, 35.20. Never mind. Eyebrow appointment soon.
We gotta hustle. Okay.
Okay.
Good spot. This is where it starts to get really, really hard for me.
Probably. Yep.
I have a feeling I know which yours is going to be.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
So
you
Mackenzie
are
has picked the
hurting my
jalapenos,
feelings.
and I've picked the luau
Although
barbecue.
those are probably each other's classic favorites.
Yeah. So I just felt the luau barbecue.
Why?
The other 3 on the table just have so much
You're putting salt and
nostalgia.
vinegar above those?
Mm-hmm. That's the next one I'm gonna pick, but Yeah. It's just so classic. It's so
I fucking
rich.
love barbecue chips.
And those are very good. Like, I'm gonna give that an A-.
Oh no. Oh no.
Mm.
Jalapeno gets like a solid B from me. There's nothing interesting about a jalapeno chip.
I disagree.
They just are kind of spicy and like boring.
That brininess. Oh, I love it.
They're so boring.
Okay. We could argue all day, but then this video would be 2 hours long.
You also have nostalgia on your side, so.
That's true.
So, okay.
Fourth place for me was the luau. McKenzie was the jalapeno. So in the top half, coming in at third place, bronze medal. I've already said what mine is going to be, but
yeah.
3, 2, 1. There you go.
Yeah, we do agree.
The bronze medal is the sea salt and vinegar chip. An excellent choice. Like the original, and a little bit more acid, a little more salt.
Just better than the original. Yeah. Like, if you have to choose between the two. If you're going for volume, I guess go for the regular, but like...
I'm going to give this guy an A- as well.
Yeah.
And that's how close these two guys are.
He's getting an A-. If I'm being completely honest, these are both getting A's for me. I don't...
Everything else is an A+ for me. But there's only 2 more, but... Alright. Are you ready for...
No, I have to try these again.
Okay.
The Hawaiian ones are the best ones.
This is true.
You just voted that the luau was not one of the best ones.
But my best one is going to be the Hawaiian one. I'm just giving away all my votes.
It's so hard. They were so good.
You can do a tie.
No, I have my vote.
Okay.
Oh shoot, maybe I don't.
For a second.
They're both getting an A+. There's there's no real winner in my heart.
What if I have the tie-breaking vote?
I don't trust your palate.
Okay, then. Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to do hand over first place?
Sure.
Okay, so in first place, 3, 2, 1.
Right?
We have a split jury again.
It's really, like, they are equally as good. I grew up eating the luau barbecue all the time.
And I grew up eating the Maui sweet onion.
And I love the Maui sweet onion. I didn't like it as a kid.
They weren't my favorite when I was a kid. I was kind of hanging out more in, like, this zone. But,
What
like...
kid doesn't hang out in that zone?
But, like, when I grew up and was, like, buying chips on my own, like, Maui sweet onion was, like... definitely an essential buy.
Okay,
so
but you also put jalapeno and sour cream and onion, or not sour cream and onion, and vinegar over that. It's so complex and like sweet and spicy and like it's so good.
I will concede and switch 4th and 3rd place.
Fine.
Sea salt and vinegar is in 4th spot, and then the luau barbecue is in 3rd.
I think like overall as a chip,
Mm-hmm.
you might order that more when it's more available. Too, like it's like neutraler. It's a great flavor.
Yeah.
It's like a very special, also in the world of like barbecue chips, very good.
All right.
The Hawaiian ones of Tim's are the best.
Sweet onion.
Why'd you put
Unparalleled.
jalapeno so high though?
I love the flavor of it. I mean, again, nostalgia is a big part, but also
It's just like spicy. It's kind of boring.
it never disappoints.
It's better than I thought it would be because I haven't had these in a long time.
Mm-hmm. The best, though. The sweet onion. All right. Agree to disagree?
Can we do hot dogs next week?
We can do hot dogs. Do you want to grill them?
Maybe.
We can grill some hot dogs.
They're too spicy. Like right off, there's only spicy flavor, it's just not it.
That's true. Cool.
Sorry,
Thanks
I feel
for
like I
watching.
didn't like anything. Bye.